Hello class, this is your teacher Mr. McDougall, and this is a demo tutorial of your next project, getting started with Adobe Express. So we set up our computers in the previous assignment, and one of the websites I had you bookmark was Adobe Express, this one right up here. We're going to play around with it a little bit so you can create a generative AI poster of yourself is how you're going to do it. So if you look at my example right here, you're going to create something similar to this, a portrait of yourself, a little tag with your name, and a short little paragraph bio introducing yourself. And this photo is completely AI generated from a description. It's not perfect, as you could tell, but that's half the fun. Part of this assignment is I want you to have fun and play around with all that the generative AI has to offer. So let's open a new tab, and let's go to our Adobe Express that we bookmarked. If you did not bookmark it, go to your apps and your Adobe to access all of your Adobe stuff. Make sure you're signed into ClassLink so you can see this page. And when you click on Adobe, it'll take you to this home page, and you should see Adobe Express right here, and you can click Get Started. That will take you to this page. So here's the home page for Adobe Express, and there's a lot of fun stuff. This is really good for just little quick edits when we want to make things like a web page design or a quick little slideshow or a thumbnail for YouTube or any kind of social media post. It's a great tool for that. But right now I'm going to let you kind of play around in this sandbox. So the first thing you're going to do is come over here to click this big purple plus button to create a new project. And we're going to go down to poster right here in the suggested sizes. Click poster. What you're going to see is it's nice poster format. And we are going to create our image simply by clicking this text to image box right here. And then we're going to do a portrait one, 3 to 4. It's going to start off small, but that's okay. You can drag it to make it a lot bigger. It's not going to take up the entire page, so I don't want it to be this big because you're going to still leave some room for your bio and your name. So just leave some space near the top or the bottom. You can position it however you want, but leave some room for your name and your bio. Okay, so on here, on this text to image, you can start typing over here of what you want AI to generate. So just keep it simple at first. Just start describing yourself. Describe what you look like, your haircut, what you're wearing, and then you can get a little bit more elaborate. So let me just start out with male, teacher, tall, short brown hair, beard, and then let's just go with that for right now. I'm going to hit enter. And again, this is very basic, so it's not going to give me a lot. It's going to give me probably just a regular guy with a beard, so we will see. It takes just a second to generate it based off of what it can find on the internet. So look at that, this guy. Various versions, very generic. This one looks like a real person. This one's more cartoonish. And again, it depends on how specific you are. I wasn't very specific. I can hit generate more, and it will give me some more options. It does reach a limit on generate more. It only does about 20 max. And then you have to change what you've typed. So let's see what else it can give me. I like these. That one's not bad. Guy kind of looks like me. That's a nice jacket. Ooh, this one's got a bow tie. I like that one. Let's get a little bit more specific. So I could say more about what I'm wearing as well. T-shirt. Let's just say t-shirt, blue jeans, and sneakers. Every time you change the type, you will get something brand new and a little bit more specific. It just takes just a couple of seconds, about 10 seconds or so. See, now it's more of a full body shot. I don't know what's happening with this one, but you'll notice that too in the AI. It's really impressive technology, but it's not perfect. It does have its flaws. It tends to struggle with hands and feet sometimes. You'll notice the hand is often in the pocket because it sometimes will just mess up the fingers, or the fingers will look really weird. Or it will give you an extra hand just like this. So you never know. So what I want you to do is to have fun with it. I also want you to include a couple of things. The things you want to add is that you're also holding an important object to you. So if there's something important to you like a musical instrument or a sports ball or any other kind of object, video game controller, something that's really important to you, I want you to add that to the description. Also add a pose. If you don't add a pose, the default will be just a person standing perfectly still. And then also I want you to add the background and the overall art style to it. So let me show you a little bit of what that can look like as well. So let's say in a jumping pose with a sunny urban background holding a camera. So maybe I'll type something like that and see what comes up. Again, the more specific you can be, the more it tends to generate. So I've added a background, a pose, and an object, and let's see what it gives me from there. See, a little bit more fun. Now I got this big camera, I'm jumping in the air, and it changed the background as well. It's not just a plain background. I said sunny urban background. Not bad. And again, you'll notice it gets a little funky with hands and feet and objects sometimes. Sometimes you'll see the camera is kind of merged to your body, or your foot is bending the wrong way, or you got too many fingers, or something interesting like that. But that's okay. We're just having fun. See, this one, it's like attached to me, which is hilarious. And you can get even funkier with it. Let's say something else. Let's say let's change it up a little bit. Playing a guitar in a forest background. And again, let's pick the art style in the style of anime. So you can change different styles. You could say you want it to be cutesy or like an action figure. It will generate the best that it can based on what you type. And if you're not getting the exact results that you want, maybe just change what you're typing a little bit, like when you're searching for something. So yeah, there's me playing the guitar in a forest as an anime character. Ooh, that one looks really good. I think that looks just like me. I'm going to go with that one. But again, have fun and just play around with it. You'll notice that you can't type in specific things because there are things that are trademarked. If you try to type in, hey, make me look like SpongeBob or Hello Kitty or Pikachu or Mickey Mouse or something like that, any character that's trademarked, it may not show you that because it's not allowed to generate something like that. But it could do something similar. Like if you type in a lightsaber, you might get something that looks similar. But just be aware, if you're typing in something specific and it's not coming up, a trademark could be a big reason why. If you click away like I just did and you're like, hey, where'd it go? Just click back on it and go back to text to image, and you can keep messing around with it. So again, have fun, play around with that as much as you like. Really get just a fun sense. You can add some fantasy elements to it if you want to be slaying a dragon or something. Just pick a cool avatar that you think best represents you. And then the rest of your poster, I want you to just play around with these two areas right here, text and elements. So elements has some cool, fun shapes and icons and backgrounds you could play with. If I wanted to change the background to look more like this, or I want to add maybe some fun shapes like this one, I can make a cool like little corner piece down here, or like it's a photo frame like that. You can really mess around. And again, the point of this project is to experiment. Really dive in and play with this software before you just turn it in. And then you can add some text as well. There's some great presets right here if you want to add a cool title. Like maybe I want to go with this one, and it's me talking, and it says my name. But I may have to fix it. Again, if you have to fix it, just do that. It's okay. Stretch it out. And then let's go like this so it fits. So you can really mess around with it. I could say, hi, I'm Mr. McDougall. I can add another text box. You can click right here that just says add a text box. Something like that. Hi, I'm McDougall. Nice to meet you. And then let's add a little paragraph, something. You'll see you have some other options right here for paragraph. Pick a style that you like. I don't know, maybe this one. Let's go with this one. And over here is where you're going to type a simple little short paragraph, 3 to 4 sentences, just introducing yourself. Like, hi, I'm Mr. McDougall. I like video games and I like to play guitar, and I'm a photographer, or something like that. Very similar to this one. As you can see right here. So play around, tell me about yourself. When you're all done, once you've completed your poster, first give it a name, because otherwise the default just says untitled with the date. And if you don't get in the habit of naming your projects, you're going to have a million things that are called untitled. So let's give it a title. Just put your name and then AI poster for the name when you download it to turn it in. So then you're going to click download right here. Save it as a JPEG. So by default, it's on PNG. PNG and JPEGs are the only ones where you can upload images. Let's stick with just JPEGs for now. It's simpler. And then click download. And you'll see that it's been downloaded right there. If I go to my downloads folder, downloads, here is my AI poster right here. So make sure you move it into your intro to graphics folder to save it, and then you can turn it in. When you go back to the assignment right here, over here where it says add or create a file, click add a file, and you can submit your document and then click turn in. But that is the AI poster, again, letting me learn a little bit about you in this class, and I want you to really have fun generating stuff. Make sure everything that you type or generate or post is appropriate for the classroom, of course, and have some fun.